I just think to myself, like, this guy was in charge of the BOC and thinks that stable coins are the thing that's undercutting Bitcoin at the moment. That's really what he thinks. He thinks that stable coins have the same target market as Bitcoin does, which is just completely wrong. What actually stable coins are gunning for are weaker currencies like the loonie, like the euro, like whatever, that don't have as much stability and as much global demand as the dollar does. Like, that's what stable coins are gunning for. And that's why, to the other, sort of fork, no pun intended in this story, that's why the banking industry in the States is so keen on making sure that the yield on stable coins is as low as possible, because people will go to that before they go to traditional deposits. And even though the case that Bank of America, who's basically the stalwart in the story, even though the case that Bank of America makes is, well, without those deposits, how do we loan to businesses? The fact of the matter is the data shows that only like 18% of loans go out to quote unquote productive capital. The other 85%, 83%, 80%, pick your number, goes to unproductive capital, unproductive purchases like car loans, retail loans, whatever, debt consolidation, all these different things, right? That's where the money actually goes. What the bank is telling you is they want to keep getting their little shreds on overnight loans and stuff like that, right? Providing liquidity. And it's just like, this is just such an obvious scam that it seems on one side you have the American bank saying, we don't want to give up the goods yet. We want to be ready to hold stable coins or whatever before we decide that we're going to do yield. And on the other side, you have former Bank of Canada governor. It wasn't Stephen Poloz, by the way. It was someone else. Former Bank of Canada, maybe, deputy governor or whatever he was, saying that he thinks Bitcoin, color me surprised, a Bank of Canada staffer thinks Bitcoin is going the way of the dodo because of stablecoins. Just an acute lack of understanding of all the angles. The stablecoin angle, the banking angle, the Bitcoin angle. It's hard to get everything wrong at once.
Do you believe in his heart of hearts he believes this, or you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I think he does. I think he believes it.
I don't know. I think he's saying one thing, but he's believing something else.
Why do you say that?
Because nobody could even invest an ounce of time into learning about Bitcoin and then come out and say, "Oh, it's going to yield. It's going to lose to stablecoins." There's, if you invest zero effort into learning Bitcoin and you just hear, "Oh, it's a scam, it's nothing," then I can understand that. But for somebody to, realize, okay, what is Bitcoin? What are the fundamentals? Nobody comes away and say, "Oh shit, you know what?